Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Congressman Jason Lewis fighting back after protesters demonstrated at his Woodbury home on Wednesday. And Lewis says he's appalled and worried about security.
But the protesters countered. It's their only way to reach their elected official who has refused to participate in public town hall meetings.
This is an interesting one. Congressman Jason Lewis says he welcomes a good, tough political debate, just not at his private home where his family lives. Yesterday, he wasn't there when these demonstrators showed up. The demonstrators counter that the only way they can get their message across if he won't host any town hall meetings is to rally peacefully and get their message out.
Celebrate our grandparents.
Did someone say something?
Did somebody want to?
So for folks watching on the live stream, there's a group of folks out here from Congressional District 2 talking about Medicaid and what that means for our communities and us as individuals, and talking about the cuts to Medicaid that Jason Lewis is supporting and what that would mean for us and our families. So we're here at his home because he hasn't met with people about this really important issue.
That ain't right.
That ain't right.
That ain't right. That ain't right.
So I think we're just gonna do the speeches from here. We can have the speakers kind of step on the steps here. Dolores, if you wanna go first and give them some. Make sure they can hear us inside.
Well, I'm here today because Medicaid has been such a godsend to people in my life, and I'm worried that it might not be available to them and to others in the future. I'm here to urge Representative Jason Lewis to oppose any cuts to Medicaid in the federal budget. My daughter, son-in-law, grandchildren, 2 of my aunts, my niece, and one of my closest friends have all been on or currently still on Medicaid, and I don't know what would happen to them without it. I am worried that cuts like the ones Representative Jason Lewis and some of his colleagues are not opposing will cost millions of people, including my loved ones, their lives. These cuts to Medicaid that Representative Lewis does not oppose would be at the cost of the lives of my daughter and son-in-law, who were covered by MA when their children were little after she went back to school and her husband started his farming business. Or my niece, who has MS, but is still able to work because of the MA for employed people with disabilities. Or my young friend with type 1 diabetes, who now has employer insurance, but has received help from MA and Minnesota Care at different times. At one point, he lost his insurance and ended up in intensive care because he was rationing his insulin. I was afraid he was going to die. Medicaid saved his life. Medicaid provided end-of-life care for at least 2 of my aunts. 60% of people who receive vital care and services through Medicaid are older adults, 50 years of age and older, and people with disabilities. This year, in 2017, Medicaid provides coverage for 27.7 million adults, 10 million people with disabilities, and 5.8 million seniors. I know that everyone needs access to affordable, quality health care. It's a basic right.
Yes.
It is mean-spirited not to provide the safety net our society needs to everyone. I urge Congressman Lewis to do the right thing and oppose any cuts to Medicaid.
Good morning, Representative Jason Lewis. My name is Deborah, and I'm here today as a senior citizen, someone who receives long-term in-home care, and a person who cares about my caregiver, to tell you to oppose any cuts to Medicaid in the federal budget. I, as well as others, rely on Medicaid, on the Medicaid program for the most important aspects of our lives. The decisions you make affect our quality of life, and we deserve to live without the constant threat of services me and my caregiver rely on being cut. My PCA, who takes care of me, should be able to do her job without having the threat of, will she be able to pay her rent every month?
That's right. Yeah.
Cutting Medicaid would mean I won't receive the quality care I deserve, because my PCA now has to work more than one job to keep up with the cost of living.
That's not right.
Yeah.
Not right.
Medicaid barely provides the basic needs that thousands of families need. Caregivers like my PCA and others, senior citizens, are hardly getting by as it is.
Ain't right.
I am here representing the caring majority.
Yeah.
The 100 million of us who need or receive care and provide care. Services provided under Medicaid is freedom for families, the freedom to age and heal in the setting of our choice with dignity, the freedom from the worry that taking care of our health or our loved ones won't bankrupt us, the freedom from being buried by debt due to our costly care, the freedom for caregivers, whether family caregivers or care workers who themselves are aging and caring for loved ones, to provide quality care and care for their own families. We ask that you protect Medicaid by opposing any cuts so we can move forward as a nation and improve conditions for the caring majority.
Yes.
When caregivers are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When caregivers are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When our grandparents are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When our grandparents are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When people with disabilities are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When people with disabilities are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
Our Medicaid matters.
Our Medicaid matters! 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 Our Medicaid matters!
I know that we can cheer so much louder than this. We are here to make sure that Congressman Lewis's neighbors know exactly why we are here.
Woo!
So let me hear you cheer.
Yeah.
Let me hear you cheer so loud that the entire community here will hear us and know exactly why we are here. Come on, everybody, cheer! When people with disabilities are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When our grandparents are under attack, what Healthcare is a human right. And hey, hey, ho, ho, corporate greed has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, corporate greed has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, corporate greed has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, corporate greed has got to go. That's awesome. I heard the echoes all the way from over there. That is awesome. I'm going to hand it over to Hani now.
Cool. Y'all feel empowered?
Yeah.
You heard us?
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave this this big letter for him. It says, Congressman Lewis, we were here. Seniors and people with disabilities depend on Medicaid for health services, and we demand that you oppose any cuts to Medicaid. Sign the 100,424 CD2 residents who rely on health care and home care long-term services. That's right. So we're gonna leave this here for him to see when he gets home, or if he is home, he can get it when he opens the door.
We're gonna speak truth to power.
Right. That's right. All right, where are we gonna put this?
Is it open? You can't stick it. You can't stick it in there, huh?
How about behind the wood thing?
Yeah, behind there, something that will hold it up. Yeah, right there.
Cool.
The wind will. Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure he'll see it.
We'll push it back a little bit so the wind don't blow it, just in case you get a gust of wind. Okay.
All right, so we can walk back, and as we walk back, we can say, "We'll be back.
We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. One more chat, and then we're gonna cut those streams. So, woo! Good job, everybody! Yeah. Here.
Organizers claim the demonstration lasted just 15 minutes on the congressman's front stoop. Approximately 20 protesters brought together by Take Action Minnesota. That's a grassroots organization fighting for progressive causes.
Our Medicaid matters! Our Medicaid matters!
On this day, speaking out against potential cuts to Medicaid.
Yesterday's action was really like a last resort.
Kenza Haj Musa is the group's communications director. She argues that 2nd District constituents are frustrated that Congressman Lewis has declined to host any public town hall meetings and felt their only way to get their message across was to go to his home during the August legislative recess when lawmakers are typically back in their home districts.
When we're talking about Medicaid, people's lives are on the table, so if someone says we took it too far, look at what we're talking about.
I'm very concerned about where this is going. It's one thing.
Jason Lewis, a former conservative radio talk show host, sees the issue as a dangerous escalation of rhetoric. He took to social media overnight to decry the protest tactics that he claims violated rules of private property and disrupted his peaceful Woodbury neighborhood. Earlier in the week, a separate group marched right into his Burnsville district office. Lewis argues he is in constant contact with his constituents through other channels, believing town hall events have become political theater and not a venue for productive conversations.
They don't want dialogue. They don't want to let other constituents speak. They want to turn it into a spectacle. I've got a responsibility to represent all of the constituents in my district. I do not have a responsibility to hold a spectacle for my partisan political opponents.
And Congressman Jason Lewis went on to tell me he's particularly worried about the temperature of the political environment in the wake of June's shooting at the congressional baseball practice up on Capitol Hill. He is talking with Capitol Security to make sure his offices and his homes remain a safe place to be. For the record, I did check in with Woodbury Police today. The city ordinance does ban targeted picketing in residential neighborhoods. Can be a misdemeanor offense, though no citations were issued here yesterday.